now with Ellen DeGeneres with another emotional apology to her staff in a video conference call after allegations of her show.
Hey there guys, what's going on, and welcome back to our channel. As many of you know, things have been looking pretty bad for Ellen recently after claims that behind the scenes of the Ellen Show had a toxic work environment. Since those claims have come out, celebrities have come after her. She apologized to her former employees, current employees, and people all over the world who watch her show. Other than this, she fired 3 executive producers who were a major part of the problem. Let's talk about Ellen DeGeneres officially announces her retirement. Ellen seems to be quite fed up with all these allegations, and she's had various staff meetings with her producers, writers, managers, and her crew in general to see what was going to be the next step for the Ellen Show. Ellen said in a public apology video that she had no idea that the lives of so many people were affected in a bad way solely because of her show. Further, she added that she felt great remorse for what her shows behind the scenes had come to, becoming emotional at times. But even after she publicly apologized, people still doubted Ellen's intentions and sincereness in this apology and felt she was simply just staging it in hopes that she could revive her show. At that point, Ellen seemed pretty desperate to keep her show afloat, and that makes sense because it's been a major part of her life for around 2 decades. And she, as many other people think, has had fun times with many guests, whether it be an athlete or an actor. When on the set, people have a fun time because, of course, Ellen makes it seem like a fun show on the screen. But after many evaluations, we see that Ellen on screen is not the Ellen off screen, and that they're 2 completely different people.
What I wanted to do, I did everything from I shucked oysters, I was a hostess, I was a bartender, I was a waitress.
Dozens of employees have also come forward to call out the Ellen Show. So it's not only 1 or 2 or even 3 people who've had an awful experience on the set, but it seems like most of the crew, unless you have more of a say on set, have had an awful experience. Ellen fired 3 producers from the show because of their continuous bad behavior with the employees, but on the other hand, Ellen was treating all of those people the same way producers were doing. Because of this news, crew members on the Ellen Show are being tortured. Many people got really upset over time. This is because at least Ellen doesn't directly misbehave with her employees, which is what a couple of producers and writers would do. And this misconduct is seen as normal on the set of the Ellen Show, even though this is one thing that should not be normal anywhere. These producers make people feel uncomfortable, and as said by a former employee, they rule with a weird sense of fear. This means that they conduct their jobs as somewhat bosses, like less of a supervisor, but more of a creepy ruler who sees their employees as objects and not real people. It was also said that saying one little thing could get you fired, or even just asking for a couple of days' leave.
Phony, hypocrite, liar. That's what she is.
Hedda Muscat was with Ellen from the beginning in 2003 when the talk show was launched.
There's one story that is spoken about a lot, which talks about how one former employee needed to go to a funeral and she was not allowed to. This seems pretty bizarre because if you really wanted to be a good boss, you should at least give your employees the freedom to do normal things. But after looking at all these things, the Ellen Show seems to lack good enforcers and bosses. So when the person went to the funeral for less than a week, she came back without a job, which set an outrage at the Ellen Show's producers. And not only the people behind the scenes have had a bad time on the show, but so have the audience. No matter how much Ellen wants them to like her, it never works because the off-screen Ellen was now known to so many people. And because of this off-screen Ellen, many people started hating and even disliking her.
On the show, I put out some Ellen products with a sign that said only 1 per person, and I just wanted to see how honest my audience was, you know?
One person who was an audience member for only 1 episode talked about how the audience members were told to act and why she didn't find it enjoyable a single bit. She said that she was told specifically how to act and that she couldn't air live from the way she wanted to. She was supposed to laugh at jokes that made nobody else laugh as if it was killing her from laughter. Clap at something that shouldn't be given any applause and boo or even fake cry when something happened that didn't even need those actions added to it. She then talked about how the producers came up and guided her on how to act in front of the camera in order to make Ellen feel good about her jokes and to show the audience sitting at home about how funny Ellen is, as if they were telling you to do something and you had to do it no matter what. Ellen seemed to enjoy this because, of course, it made her feel as if she was funnier than everyone else. In reality, someone who was just managing the camera or doing a little thing that counted and making the show possible could have come out and made better jokes than Ellen. She seemed to carry this aroma around the set as well. A former employee said that he was told not to try to seem like he was better looking, funnier, or even smarter than Ellen, and to basically act as if he was really acting. So for people who say that Ellen is truly a good person behind the scenes and that she did nothing wrong, just take into account these facts: that she wants to be seen as a higher up just because she's richer and has a higher place in society, and that she thinks that just because she has more of a say in society, she treats people as if they're objects and not real people.
There are two things that I want to talk about today. First word is drunk. Second word is shopping.
Ellen's actions often on the set could lead to the end of her career. She apparently is cold and distant to everyone except to her close friends or family. Many people think that she just likes to surround herself with the people she loves and not to let outsiders in, but no, she will not even lay eyes on someone random, even if it's a renowned person who would be a joy to talk to. So, it seems like Ellen just doesn't care about meeting new people. Now we all know that Ellen no longer has a good reputation. But why was it? Was this because of the money, or was it because of the fame? It's most likely a mixture of the two. Ellen, over the years, has become more and more ignorant and lazy. If we look back a few decades ago, no one really knew her name or who she even was. And when she was an aspiring comedian, there were no problems with her personality that were apparent.
Ellen told her staffers it was heartbreaking for her to hear these disturbing allegations about what was going on behind the scenes. There was an internal investigation.
But with all the fame that she's earned, she seems to begin to block out her fans. She appears to be blocking out her fans as of today. But what do you guys think? Do you think DeGeneres' career is done for, or whether you think she can bounce back from all of this in spite of everything that's happened? Shout out all of your thoughts in the comments section down below, and before we head out, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And with that, I'll be seeing you guys later in another video. Bye now!